Welcome to Daily Overdose.
Focusing on your goals is one of the most essential aspects of achieving success. It's easy to get distracted by the noise of everyday life, but when you stay focused, you give yourself the power to cut through distractions and keep your eyes on the prize. Goals provide direction, purpose, and a roadmap for your journey. Without them, it's easy to feel lost or directionless, uncertain of what you're striving toward. However, when you focus on your goals, you're not just working toward an outcome, but cultivating the mindset and habits needed to make that outcome a reality. The first step in focusing on your goals is to define them clearly. Setting specific, measurable, and achievable goals provides clarity on what you're working toward. Vague goals, such as, "I want to be successful," don't give you a concrete direction. Instead, break down your big vision into smaller, actionable steps. Whether it's finishing a project, reaching a fitness milestone, or learning a new skill, clear goals give you something tangible to work toward every day. When you know exactly what you're working on, it becomes much easier to organize your time and energy around those goals, making it simpler to stay motivated and avoid distractions. Maintaining focus also requires prioritization. There will always be competing demands on your time: work, social events, hobbies, and everything in between. To stay on track, it's important to prioritize the activities that will bring you closer to your goals, even if they're challenging or require sacrifice. This might mean saying no to distractions or putting off short-term pleasures to stay on course. Focus requires discipline, and discipline requires the ability to delay gratification in favor of long-term success. The ability to prioritize what matters most allows you to move forward, even when distractions seem tempting or when other aspects of life try to pull you away from your focus. One of the most powerful ways to stay focused on your goals is to visualize success regularly. When you take the time to imagine yourself achieving your goals, whether it's picturing yourself crossing the finish line of a marathon, holding a diploma, or watching your business thrive, you solidify the outcome in your mind. Visualization doesn't just inspire motivation, it also helps you develop the mental resilience needed to stay focused through the inevitable ups and downs. When you encounter challenges or setbacks, having a clear vision of the end result will keep you grounded, reminding you of why you're putting in the effort in the first place. While focusing on your goals, it's equally important to maintain flexibility and adaptability. Sometimes, as you move forward, you may encounter new opportunities or face unforeseen obstacles. Flexibility allows you to remain open to these changes without losing sight of your goals. It's about adjusting your approach when necessary while keeping the end result in mind. If something doesn't go as planned, it doesn't mean your goal is no longer attainable. It simply means you need to reassess, learn from the experience, and keep moving forward. Maintaining this mindset ensures that you stay focused, even when life doesn't unfold the way you expected. Staying focused on your goals also involves creating an environment that supports your progress. This means surrounding yourself with people who uplift and motivate you, eliminating distractions, and creating routines that foster productivity. For example, if you want to be more focused on your career, consider joining a professional network, reading books that support your field, and eliminating distractions during work hours. Creating habits that align with your goals will naturally make it easier to stay on track and remain focused, turning your vision into reality. It's also important to regularly track your progress, keeping an eye on your achievements. Both big and small helps you stay motivated and see that your efforts are making a difference. This isn't about obsessing over every detail, but about celebrating milestones and acknowledging how far you've come. Tracking your progress reinforces that focus, reminding you that consistency is leading you toward the goal. If something's not working, tracking progress allows you to assess and make adjustments, preventing you from losing momentum. Focusing on your goals doesn't mean working non-stop without rest. Balance is key. It's about putting your energy into what matters most and staying intentional with your time. Rest and recovery are part of the process, and stepping back from time to time can give you the clarity you need to reassess your goals, and re-energize for the next phase of your journey. The best way to stay focused is to give yourself the space to recharge, ensuring that you don't burn out along the way. Focusing on your goals is an essential part of building the life you want to live. Without focus, it's easy to become distracted by the countless opportunities, challenges, and decisions that come your way every day. However, when you have a clear sense of direction and a focused mindset, you develop the ability to block out distractions and channel your energy and attention toward what truly matters. The ability to stay focused is the key to transforming your dreams into achievable results. It is a skill that you cultivate over time, but its benefits are immeasurable. When you focus on your goals, you're not just daydreaming about what could be. You're actively creating a path to make it happen. One of the first steps in focusing on your goals is creating clear, actionable plans. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the big picture or the end result, but breaking down your goals into manageable, bite-sized tasks makes the process feel less daunting. These smaller tasks create a roadmap that you can follow, one step at a time, making it easier to maintain focus and see steady progress. The act of breaking down a large goal into smaller, specific actions is not only motivating, but helps you stay clear on what needs to be done every day. Moreover, when you focus on your goals, you strengthen your sense of purpose. Goals give you a reason to wake up every morning, to push through the day, and to stay dedicated to the journey ahead. This sense of purpose provides the fuel you need when motivation wanes, as it reminds you of the bigger picture. It helps you prioritize what's important and gives you the clarity to make decisions that align with your vision. Without purpose, it's easy to be swayed by distractions or to feel aimless. But with a strong focus on your goals, every decision you make has meaning and direction. An essential part of focusing on your goals is the ability to stay persistent, even in the face of adversity. There will inevitably be moments when things don't go according to plan, when you encounter obstacles, or when the results aren't coming as quickly as you expected. This is where your focus becomes even more important. It's easy to get disheartened when progress feels slow or when challenges arise, but persistence is key. The ability to stay focused during tough times means you don't lose sight of your end goal. You learn to embrace the challenges as part of the process, knowing that they are opportunities for growth and learning. When you stay focused, you cultivate the resilience to push through adversity and keep working toward your goal, even when the path is unclear. Another important aspect of focusing on your goals is setting realistic expectations. While it's crucial to dream big, it's equally important to understand that the journey will take time, effort, and patience. Setting realistic goals with timelines that suit your pace ensures that you don't set yourself up for frustration or burnout. It's about knowing where you are now, where you want to go, and pacing yourself along the way. It's easy to get caught up in wanting instant results, but the most meaningful achievements take time. When you focus on the process and allow yourself to grow at a steady pace, you're more likely to remain motivated and avoid the feeling of being overwhelmed. Creating a support system is also crucial for maintaining focus on your goals. Surrounding yourself with people who understand your vision, who support your efforts, and who hold you accountable can make all the difference. Having a network of individuals who share your ambitions or encourage your journey keeps you motivated during times when self-doubt creeps in. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, or a community of like-minded people, having someone to lean on or share your progress with helps you maintain focus, especially when you encounter roadblocks. The encouragement and guidance you receive from others can fuel your determination and provide the inspiration you need to stay committed. At the same time, focusing on your goals requires a certain level of self-discipline. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, emails, messages, or even just the busyness of life. In order to maintain focus, you must be intentional with your time. This may involve setting boundaries, creating a structured schedule, or simply learning how to say no to things that don't align with your objectives. It's not about working constantly, but about working with intention and purpose. Self-discipline allows you to prioritize your goals and protect your time and energy from distractions that might pull you away from your mission. The more you cultivate discipline, the easier it becomes to stay focused, even in the face of temptation or uncertainty. Focusing on your goals is the true catalyst for turning your dreams into reality. It's the unwavering commitment to an outcome, even when faced with hurdles or setbacks, and it is the consistency of your actions that eventually turns intentions into achievements. However, it's easy to let the distractions of life, the overwhelming number of tasks, or the pull of fleeting desires cause you to lose sight of what truly matters. This is why focusing on your goals is not just a passive act of thinking about what you want. It requires active, conscious, and deliberate effort to align every decision you make with the long-term vision you have for your life. One key factor in sustaining focus on your goals is developing mental clarity. It's difficult to remain focused if your goals are blurry or undefined. You need to create clear, compelling goals that serve as a beacon to guide you through every phase of your journey. Setting specific, measurable goals gives you something tangible to strive toward, making it easier to measure progress and stay motivated. Without this clarity, you might end up working hard without seeing any significant results, which can lead to frustration or burnout. The clearer your goals, the sharper your focus becomes, and the easier it is to direct your energy toward achieving them. It's also important to understand that the process of focusing on your goals involves a balance between ambition and realism. While it's necessary to set high, lofty goals that challenge you, it's equally important to stay grounded in the reality of what you can achieve within a given time frame. Sometimes, we overestimate what we can do in a short period and then become discouraged when we don't meet our expectations. Focusing on your goals involves not only dreaming big, but also assessing your current resources, time constraints, and capabilities. By breaking down big, ambitious goals into smaller, achievable milestones, you give yourself more opportunities for success along the way, building confidence and momentum as you go. There will be moments along your journey toward any goal when progress feels slow, the challenges seem insurmountable, and you question whether it's worth continuing. This is where the real test of your determination lies. It's easy to stay motivated and enthusiastic when things are going well, but true growth and success happen when you push through the tough times. In these moments, it's essential to remember that progress isn't always linear, and the obstacles you face are simply part of the process, not signs that you should give up. First and foremost, remind yourself that feeling challenged is a natural part of pursuing any worthwhile goal. The struggle, the discomfort, the moments of doubt, they are all proof that you're stretching yourself, growing, and evolving. These tough moments are where real progress happens. They show you that you are pushing your limits, learning new things, and developing the resilience you need to succeed. In fact, the times when it feels the hardest to keep going are often the times when you're closest to a breakthrough. Every small step forward, even when it feels like a huge effort, is still progress. Celebrate those steps. Acknowledge the effort you're putting in, even when it's hard to see the results immediately. If it ever feels like the weight of your goals is too much to bear, take a step back and reassess the bigger picture. Why did you start this journey in the first place? What is the driving force behind your goals? Reminding yourself of your why can reignite your passion and help you reconnect with the purpose behind your actions. Your goals may be long-term, and achieving them requires patience and persistence. But this is why it's essential to keep your eyes on the bigger picture and stay focused on the positive impact that achieving your goal will have. When you think about your end vision, it often provides the perspective needed to keep moving forward, even when things are tough. Sometimes progress is less about massive strides and more about consistency. Even if you can only make small, incremental progress in the face of adversity, don't underestimate the power of those tiny steps. Over time, the accumulation of small efforts can lead to significant change. The key is to keep showing up, even if you feel like you're not making big leaps. Don't let perfection be the enemy of progress. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a step toward your goal. In these challenging moments, try to focus on what you can do rather than what feels impossible. Break your tasks down into manageable pieces. When a goal seems overwhelming, narrowing your focus to just the next small step can make a world of difference. Sometimes the biggest hurdles are overcome when you focus on the immediate task in front of you rather than worrying about the entire process. This keeps your energy directed toward action rather than becoming bogged down by feelings of being overwhelmed. Also, remember that setbacks and challenges don't define you, they refine you. It's easy to fall into the trap of feeling like one difficult moment will be the end of your journey. However, challenges are temporary, and the skills, resilience, and knowledge you gain by facing and overcoming them are permanent. Every time you persevere through adversity, you develop qualities that will serve you not just in this endeavor, but in every future challenge you face. The difficulties you're encountering now are preparing you for greater achievements down the road. They're teaching you how to be stronger, more resourceful, and more determined. When you feel like giving up, lean into the power of self-encouragement. Remind yourself that you are capable of more than you realize. Take a moment to reflect on how far you've come, even if it doesn't feel like it's been much. Recognize the efforts you've put in, the growth you've already achieved, and the lessons you've learned along the way. Your journey is not defined by just one moment of progress, but by all of the smaller steps you take each day. Even if things aren't perfect or moving as fast as you want, every day you choose to keep moving forward is a victory. Also, it's important to remember that you're not alone in feeling challenged. Everyone faces obstacles along their journey, whether they're visible or not. You may look at others who seem to be succeeding effortlessly and feel like you're falling behind, but remember that everyone is fighting their own battles. What may look like effortless success on the outside often comes from years of perseverance, hard work, and overcoming challenges. You are in your own unique process, and it is important to honor your journey and not compare it to someone else's. Trust that your progress is happening at the right pace for you, and that each challenge is simply part of your growth. When the going gets tough, it's easy to feel like the weight of your goals is too heavy to carry. The journey toward achieving something meaningful is rarely smooth, and the road ahead often seems long and filled with challenges. In those moments, it's important to remember that you are not defined by your setbacks, but by your ability to keep moving forward. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned, but true progress is made not by avoiding difficulty, but by confronting and overcoming it. It's the perseverance to continue, even when things feel impossible, that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up along the way. One of the most powerful things you can do when faced with challenges is to reframe your thinking. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, view them as opportunities to learn, grow, and build resilience. Each challenge is a chance to develop new strategies, adapt to new situations, and discover strengths you may not have known you had. The greatest growth often comes not from the easy wins, but from the battles that seem insurmountable at first. Embrace the discomfort of these moments, because it's through facing these tough situations head-on that you develop the mindset and the skills that will ultimately propel you to success. When progress feels slow, or when you start to doubt yourself, remember that every small step counts. Success is rarely a single dramatic event. It's a culmination of many small, consistent actions over time. It's important to celebrate those small victories and acknowledge the progress you've made, even when it feels insignificant in the grand scheme of things. These small actions are what create momentum, and over time, that momentum adds up to big results. Often, the most successful people are not those who achieve greatness in one fell swoop, but those who continue to take action, day in and day out, no matter how slow the progress may seem. The key is to keep moving forward, even when you don't. See instant results, because consistency over time leads to real transformation. Another powerful tool in overcoming challenges is cultivating self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when things aren't going well, but self-criticism can only hold you back. When you encounter difficulty, practice patience and kindness with yourself. Understand that setbacks are part of the process, and you don't have to be perfect. Give yourself permission to make mistakes, to rest when needed, and to acknowledge that you're doing the best you can with the resources and energy you have at the moment. Being kind to yourself in difficult moments helps you maintain your motivation and prevents burnout, allowing you to keep moving forward with renewed energy. In addition to self-compassion, remember that it's okay to ask for help. You don't have to carry the burden alone. Whether it's seeking advice from a mentor, finding a support system of friends or peers, or reaching out for professional guidance, there is no shame in seeking help when the journey becomes overwhelming. Often we feel like we need to do everything on our own, but success is not a solo endeavor. Lean on those who believe in you, who can offer perspective, and who can encourage you when your own energy is running low. It's okay to lean into the strength of others as you navigate your own path. Additionally, remember that setbacks don't mean that you're failing. They are merely temporary detours, not the end of your journey. When you encounter a setback, try not to internalize it as a sign that you're not good enough or that your dreams are out of reach. Every successful person has faced obstacles, sometimes even failures. But the key is in how you respond to those challenges. The most successful people are those who don't let failure stop them, but who use it as a stepping stone to greater success. When things don't go according to plan, take a step back, assess the situation, and adjust your approach. Often, it's the ability to pivot and find new solutions that leads to success. Along the way, keep reminding yourself of why you started in the first place. What was it that inspired you to set your goal? Reconnecting with the underlying reason. For your goal can reignite your passion and give you the energy to keep moving forward. When the path gets tough, your why can act as a powerful reminder of the bigger picture, the purpose behind your efforts. Sometimes, in the face of adversity, it's easy to lose sight of that deeper meaning. Take time to reflect on your values, your passions, and your long-term vision. This can help you regain your motivation and reinvigorate your determination to succeed. Another way to keep going when things feel difficult is by setting short-term milestones. Rather than focusing only on the big picture, break down your goals into smaller, more manageable tasks.
Thank you for watching our videos. Please like and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss another video.